Hey guys! First off, Happy New Year! I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday season because I sure did. It was a really nice break, let's just put it that way, and that's why I've been just missing in action too, because I told myself that I just needed a break from everything. Needed to like reassess what makes me happy, and I think this was really nice to do right before the new year too. So yeah. I'm back now though. I'm excited to be filming again, and I got a ton of stuff at the drugstore because there's a bunch of new makeup out right now, which got me really excited. Like, I don't even remember the last time I walked out of a drugstore with this much stuff. Like, I went crazy. Let's first start with the Real Techniques brush, which is now out at Walgreens. Pretty freaking awesome. Way to go, Sam and Nick. If you don't know who they are, Pixie Woos on YouTube. I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with them. I always knew that they were available at Ulta, which is a bit of a trip for me, so for whatever reason, I just never tried out their brushes. But I'm really loving this one. This is the Expert Face Brush. It's like little, but it's kind of perfectly sized at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I really like how I can blend underneath my eyes if I need to. And it's also not too small to where it's just perfect as like a foundation or BB cream brush. So that's what I've been using it as for lately. There was like no weird dyes coming out of it or anything when I washed it, and it's just really nice and dense and blends beautifully. And it's affordable. I have to say that too, because I thought this would be at least like 10 or 11 bucks, but it ended up being on sale for $7.99 at Walgreens. Not bad at all. If there are any other brushes from their line that you think I absolutely have to try out, do let me know because I am really enjoying this one. I also picked up the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. It is what I'm wearing today. I have been testing this out the past few days so that I can really kind of like have a better idea of how I truly feel about it, because you know that initial excitement can be misleading, right? So that's why I was like, don't film the haul right away. Try out these products first and then talk to them about it. So I got the shade in Golden Beige, and in flash photography, even though there's no SPF in here, I feel like it does like look lighter on my face. It could just be like the type of pigments that are in it. It isn't as like heavy or full coverage as the Revlon Color Stay or Estee Lauder Double Wear or the Hourglass Immaculate foundations. Those are definitely heavier coverage. Those are also all very matte. This one is stated as a demi matte finish, and I think if it had higher coverage, it actually would look even more matte, but because it's more like light to medium coverage, that's probably why it passes as a demi matte, in my opinion, if that makes sense. So far, I feel like it is definitely long-lasting. I haven't worn it for 24 hours. I do notice that, you know, because I have more oily combination skin, I do have some dry patches, and it does cling to those, and I do notice that it does kind of like separate a little. It doesn't have that really flawless, smooth finish like some foundations have. This is why I do just typically prefer to wear like my BB cream or a mineral foundation, because you don't get that weird, cakey, patchy look on your face from those. So I'm just very critical of foundations. I'll just tell you guys that right now. I know some of you already know that. So let's just put it this way. If you have oily skin and you like a matte finish, I would try it because you might end up really loving this. Now that I spent like a lifetime talking about that foundation, I also got the Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. And this one I like a lot. I think it's really great for like spot concealing. It's fairly long lasting. I don't really love it for my under eyes, but I have been using it for my under eyes anyways when I've gotten enough sleep and I don't need too much coverage. Got a couple mascaras. So I saw that Maybelline had a new mascara, which I was excited about because I love their mascaras. And this is the Lash Sensational. I of course got it in waterproof. It's similar to the L'Oreal mascara. Oh gosh, what is it called? Let me grab it. Okay. Here it is. It's similar to this one, the Lash Out Butterfly. So here's the Maybelline, and here is, yeah, see, they're very similar. I would say that the L'Oreal one works better though. I think it does a better job of fanning out and separating the lashes. I just feel like the Maybelline Lash Sensational it just takes a lot of effort for the lashes to even show up, really. So I don't know, maybe as it dries out it might work better. So this is a very like premature review, honestly, because I've only worn it about once or twice now. Not too crazy about it, but the mascara that I am wearing right now, which I am really loving, is the Covergirl Full Lash Bloom. Also another waterproof mascara. I mean, you can see my lashes, even though I kind of smoked out my eyeshadow a little bit. You can still see my lashes, which is a good thing. I feel like it really lengthens and kind of gives that like almost piecey look to the lashes. It doesn't really give too much volume, but it definitely lengthens very well and makes the lashes stand out. So I'm loving this. I really am. It's been a while since I've like kind of started loving a CoverGirl mascara ever since the Lash Blast. So L'Oreal also came out with a bunch of brow pencils. So they have this one, like the Brow Stylist Designer, and they have another one that's very similar that has, it's like made more for definition. I don't know, I was kind of confused honestly, but I got this one in the shade Blonde, which is way too light for me. It is kind of like, it doesn't come on too much, like you kind of have to apply quite a bit of pressure, and it's already light, so it's just not enough to give definition to my brows. I specifically got this one because I really liked how it has this kind of spoolie and not like the little plastic brush at the end. I imagine if it was the right shade it'd be really good, so I would check it out if you feel like there's a shade that is good for you. Milani also came out with some things. The two things I picked up, it was their Supreme Kohl Kajal eyeliner, and I love their liquify eyeliners. They're just so pigmented and rich, and I thought Kohl Kajal, can this one be even more rich than those? I just find that on the eyes it's not as like rich and creamy as I thought it would be. It's kind of like a very normal eyeliner actually. I think I just had really high expectations. They also have these blushes. Got it in the shade Romantic Rose. I am wearing it. I do find that I have to kind of carefully apply it and then blend it out with like another brush because it can look a little bit patchy, so it's not as like smooth as I would like for it to apply, but otherwise it's nice, matte, pretty shade. They have at least a few other shades, I believe. I also got these Sally Hansen Velvet Texture nail polishes. These I believe are also new. I have yet to try these. If you guys have tried these, let me know if they're worth keeping, because I was debating whether to keep them or not after like seeing what the texture looked like online. So yeah, if you guys have tried these, let me know, but I think I was really sold from the packaging. I love like the font. I don't know, packaging makes a difference. Okay, lastly, let's talk about all the lippies. Milani has some new matte lipsticks. I love matte lipsticks, so I had to try some. I got this one in Blissful, which I was hoping would be more of like a lilac-y mauve-y type of pink, but it ended up being a little bit too pink for me, like kind of Barbie cool tone pink. I just imagine this would look nicer on someone with like more cool undertones. And then this one in the shade Confident. I wore this one recently in an Instagram post and I love, love, love this shade. These, I would say, are more like a mix between like a cream and a matte. I don't find them to be like really truly matte, but I still really like the finish of these. And then Revlon also has these new Ultra HD lipsticks, which are really interesting because it's like a larger bullet, and I wonder if you can hear that. It makes like this noise. I wonder if it's like just to help indicate that this is as far as it goes down. The scent is a little bit too fruity, a little too strong, and I wasn't crazy about the texture either. I felt like it just came on very, it wasn't moisturizing and it didn't have enough like coverage. So I would definitely stick with the lip butters instead of these. Maybe it's just this particular shade. This is in the shade Magnolia, but yeah, let me know if you guys have tried some of the other shades and think it's really nice in texture, then it could just be this shade. Lastly, the Maybelline lipstick. They have their new, I forget what line this is. It is a color Sensational lipstick, but they have a ton of new shades right now. That's for springtime, so I think it's supposed to be like blossom or flower theme. And this actually was the shade that was probably the most wearable, like not too bright, out of the different new shades that they have out. And it's actually very pretty. It is still leaning a little bit more too pink for me. Maybe right now because it's still winter. So I actually am wearing this, but I'm also wearing a NYX lipstick over it in Thalia, or Thalia, I don't know how you say it. But it has more of like a mauve-y undertone to it, so I kind of layered it over it so that it just toned it down. I love the color Sensational lipsticks, by the way, so I just wanted to try another shade from their new shades. And that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul and quick reviews. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these products. Let me know if there are any other new products that you would like for me to try, because there are a ton that I have yet to try. Stay tuned for more videos. Definitely feel free to leave requests, as always, of what you would like to see. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!